I like the camaraderie and everyone pushing each other to make it that little bit, give it a little extra effort. I think it's all part of an equation to better all health, and nutrition, sleep, and physical activity. It's a part of the equation, part of being happy.
Well, 3, 2, 1, go. We are here with future legend of KNOVA Fitness, George Grannon himself. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Well.
We're doing good.
I'm sorry.
You survived that. Oh, I'm Nina.
Nina?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, you don't see.
I see you in the morning and I give you a fist bump when I see you do the workout.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't realize you guys haven't met before. Duh, yeah.
I've come in the evening a couple times, so we've worked out together just a few times, but you don't come in the morning, so that's
Not usually.
My-
Say it.
prime time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, George, congratulations on being Member of the Month.
Yes, we're
Thanks.
excited
Obviously, you have to do a few things right. So I know maybe it was a couple months ago at least, where we were talking about, hey, George, you follow the prescription we're giving you. Get yourself healthy, lose some weight, treat yourself better. We'll get you on the podcast. Do all the things we're prescribing. And since then, you've been to 4 or 5 classes a week, right? You pretty much come in no matter what the workout is. Listen to the coach.
Yeah.
And how have things been going outside of the gym? I know you've been eating better.
Yeah, pretty good. Except for a little difficulty on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And pizza comes my way and stuff like that. So.
Cool. You might have to speak a little closer, a little louder in the microphone just to make sure. I'm not sure if it's picking up great, but well, anyway, so give the people who don't know you in the gym a little kind of breakdown of where you're from, how you got into CrossFit, how you got here to KNOVA, and then we'll talk more about kind of how your experience since then.
Yeah, well, I'm from Rochester. I got into KNOVA. My wife and I a few years back, had joined PLN and did their challenge and lost some weight. I actually won the challenge at the time. And then
no big deal?
No. I don't remember how much weight I lost, but
Is that part of when you wake up in the morning, you piss excellence?
pretty much.
You're the best there is. No one can hang with your stuff.
So I did that challenge, and they have the in-body scan. I forget how much percentage body fat and all that, but did that, and then so I got into CrossFit through there, because what part of their challenge was, in those 6 weeks, you visit a gym every week and then find something you might like. And I found that I liked CrossFit. I had joined Paradigm, and shortly after I joined Paradigm in March, they had ended up losing their lease or closing the gym just like that, and had nowhere to go. So Lori, a coach there, and she also worked at KNOVA part-time. So I tried out KNOVA over here and then fell in love with KNOVA Fitness. It was a perfect fit. And pretty much the rest is history.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Cool. Well, so have you always been into working out and stuff, or is that something newer?
Pretty much into the meathead kind of workout, going to LA Fitness and working out with friends. I would work out probably 3 to 5 times a week, doing the basic chest on Monday, Wednesday legs, and then chest and shoulders again, or bis and tris on Tuesday, and sometimes on Thursday.
Yeah, that can work for some people to a degree.
Yeah.
Well, I got stronger, but my cardio was terrible.
Sure.
Compared to this, and I thought, oh, this looks easy enough. But then when you start throwing the weights around and you work into the wad, and you don't realize how long it is and how fast you get gassed, just like that. You're gassed, and then you're like thinking, oh, I thought it was stronger than that.
Yeah, CrossFit has a way of teaching you what you can't do pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely.
What else? What do you think your favorite part about being part of the community is?
I like the camaraderie and everyone pushing each other to make it that little bit, give it a little extra effort, and doing the WOD, and I like the fact too that it's scaled down, because when I came back being out for a year, and then my mother passed away in February, and then COVID, and I was completely depressed, and coming back here, and working out, and then getting my diet back, because my diet was like everybody else's probably during the COVID. Their diet is just, they don't have a diet. You eat everything because you're depressed. You're inside. You're wearing a mask. You're worried about what's going to happen in the future, and you're eating your sorrows away and worrying and not exercising. So coming back in here and then turning things around and having support, the coaches and the members, it was really encouraging, and helped me change my mental attitude from being depressed to getting back to a normalcy.
I obviously offer my condolences for the hard year that you had.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy and very proud we could be here for you. You play a big role, I think, for the other members as well. I know me as a coach, it is exciting to coach you, because I know you come in willing to do whatever we tell you. You're here to get healthy and do all the right things. So that's motivating for me as a coach. And I know that other members enjoy having you in class. You're a little bit of a ball buster. I think he's behaving right now because he knows he's being recorded. But I was saying, we're glad we could provide, make you feel that way, and be there for you, help you get yourself back to where you want to be. And I do think that you offer the same thing back to the community and to the other members.
Thank you.
So,
I'd like to try to do that. Yeah.
Cool.
Try to be there for people. They're there for me. We're all a team. We're all in this together. And that motto that you have there, to rise together, to be there for one another, to rise, to respect the equipment, respect everybody. And in order, to have people respect you have to respect them and work together. You're working as a team. All those things in that work go hand in hand, and you keep in mind.
Wow.
I try to keep them in mind, but I'm, making excuses as I get older. I forget all the time, but I try.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite workout?
Actually, I like the Cindy. I like the workout yesterday that we had. That was different, and I kind of enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, the Cindy and the barbell back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I thought looked a lot more exciting on paper, and then I was like, man, I hate this one in the middle of it.
I thought it was fun.
Kind of sneaks up on you at the end.
It did.
Like, it's starting. I can't do any more push-ups.
Yeah.
I had to stop, take a break, and then do like 5, and then stop, take a break, and then do another 1 or 2, and then take another break, and then finish it out. Just barely made it through the 1, but made it in a time, which was good.
Yeah,
cool,
that's great.
What do you think that the most important thing you've kind of learned about yourself, either recently or even at any point during your journey to being healthier and fitter?
I learned that. Well, I get disappointed, and I remember where I was when I was at one time. I got down to like 215, and how much better shape, and just like running, how fast I was at running. And now I can't. I get disappointed, but I learned, like, hey, you have to be patient. You have to be consistent. You have to work back to where you were, and then just keep moving forward. Don't look back, and keep looking forward, and just keep being consistent, and try to stay focused on that, and focus today, on today, and don't, try not to be negative. So KNOVA helps me is a very positive. A lot of positive coaches, especially Kevin and you, and Lori, and Kevin. Or
Kevin gets 2 credits?
I'm sorry. I meant to say Ron, and I said Kevin. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, good.
I have him on my mind because he just coached today's class too.
I know sometimes when I'm working out really hard, I'm like trying to give my best effort. I like have certain sayings I say over and over in my head. Do you have anything like that?
Sometimes, yeah. Like, keep going, don't stop. Like, I do that every time I work out. It's like the run, especially. It's like, come on, you gotta keep going, don't stop.
Cool. Yes.
Because I'm like, oh man, you can feel little things, and then it's just at the shut. You had to ignore that and push through.
You know what? I think kind of like some of the things you were saying about, being depressed during the lockdowns, eating a lot, probably drinking too much.
Yeah.
that probably happened to a lot of people. If you were able to kind of talk to somebody that was in your shoes, what do you think you'd say, looking back? Feeling how you feel now, and then looking back to how you felt then. Is there any advice you'd give yourself?
I would, looking back, I would have to say, you got to get after it and don't feel depressed, and just start taking care of yourself and care about yourself in order for you to care about other people. And I think that giving and caring about yourself in order to care about other people. Get yourself healthy so you can be healthy and have a healthy relationship with your spouse and with other people, and help them and be encouraging. Show them, try to be an example.
Well, that is pretty damn good, George.
It's hindsight's 2020. I look back and say, man. But and I think too. Sorry, I think too that you just got to try to keep after it. And every day I'm fighting. I fight it every day to get in here. And I'd say, just got to get in here. Just get in here. Don't matter what the workout is. Just get in here, because I know at the end of it, I'll feel better.
Sure.
If I had a crappy day, I'll feel better. You start your day off in the morning and you can feel better. And some people do 2 workouts, like Chad.
Yeah.
He's pretty intense guy. Pretty focused on that. And if I can just get in here once, I'm good.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the day, just get in once.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people like to do workouts like twice a day or stuff, or even the competitions, just because it's like another way of like pushing themselves, personal development. Also, it fills a lot of boredom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's the most constructive way to eliminate boredom. There's a lot of other boredom-related activities you could be doing.
And there are a lot worse things. You could be sitting in front of the TV.
Right. Yeah.
Too much temptation to make popcorn and unconsciously eat, and I tend to do that too.
Yeah. What's your go-to snack? If you were to have a little cheat day, a little junk food, what would it be? Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn's not that bad.
Well, not right.
Or are you talking about
I eat
like
now popcorn, but like a cheat, anything in front of me. I look at people at work buying Doritos, and I'm like, man, I know those are really good, but and I think about, because that's a lot of things I've learned. I've learned a lot more too from KNOVA too with the sugar wad we've been using too, because of the nutrition part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What's good for you, what's bad for it. You look at the labels and see. And I never knew that sugar had like 57, I think, different names.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at the back of a bag of Doritos, I think that has some type of form of sugar in it too as well.
Yeah. Makes it taste so good.
It makes it taste good. It's too sweet and salty.
Doesn't make it any better for you.
No.
It makes it taste good.
And it's just artificial, so that's part of my program too. I try to use as much close to whole food as I can.
Yes.
My nature intended, grass fed.
Yeah, that's great.
And
Beautiful.
keep going.
Do you have any go-to like favorite healthy foods that you like?
I like apples. I haven't been eating many, but I still have a bunch in my refrigerator. But I was on an apple kick for a while.
Oh, when they're fresh in the fall, they're wonderful, right?
Honey Crisp, Empire, the green Granny Smiths I like. Those
Yeah,
are good.
I like those too. They're my favorite.
Yeah. Those are really good.
Nice. You want to talk about
that and I like the 86% chocolate. I bought the wrong stuff at first. I'm like, man, I can't believe I can eat this. And then I look at the label close, and it's like, wait a minute, this is all sugar. I bought the. I looked at the calories, and then I thought, oh yeah, this is the stuff that Matt said. And I didn't look close, but it's the cacao. It's not the one with the cocoa or whatever. I looked at quick at it, and I have the wrong chocolate sitting in my refrigerator. It has mostly sugar. It's mostly sugars, and I bought the other. I forget how you pronounce it. It starts with a G.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli, yeah. And I've been eating that for my snack. And I have chocolate pretty much every day. And I eat the 86% cacao in it.
Nice. Yeah.
I like that stuff. That's good. It's not like I don't feel like I'm not losing out on anything.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. Like the dark chocolate takes a little getting used to at first, right? Because you kind of go off that other milk chocolate or waxy chocolate.
Yeah, from milk
but then,
chocolate.
because I eat the 85% almost every day, and it's like my sweet tooth. And like people who aren't used to eating that think it's bitter and gross. I think it's just as sweet tooth, chocolatey, satisfying as anything else.
Yeah,
it's good to say that. Good. Hey, way to listen, George.
And,
way to listen to Coach.
Well, I get as much bang for my buck as I can. Like I was talking about the sugar wad with that, the nutrition part of it, and reading that. Sometimes I missed it. I didn't realize that you could prepare for that and read closer into the notes, and then because I'm not too savvy when it comes to working the app. Now I'm more savvy with it, and I've been playing around with it, and I can see, oh yeah, there you go. And I could read, like today, I can read every workout and then read the mindset in the workouts too, which is really good, and it helps you.
Yeah, do you like that part? I wonder how many people. I
do.
always think everyone reads that, but I know for those of you who do read it, I think it's pretty important. I read those quotes every day before the workout. Even half the time I'm the one who puts them in there. But
I was gonna say, I'm like,
I pretty much put them in there every time. But I don't know. Sometimes I come up with like the quote or a quote that I like, and I'll do the type up, and then sometimes I'll find like, from like a motivational page or something that I follow. I'll copy and paste a little bit.
Yeah.
But
do you find that helps you mentally prepare for class and get motivated to come in?
Yes, and then I look at the workout, and then sometimes I fight to come to the gym. I fight at some of the workouts I don't want, and I say I got to work on that, like overhead squats.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I work on it. I say, well, just go light and work on it and get it down. And Coach Kevin and yourself have helped me a lot. I think I've gotten a lot better at those. And there's always room for continuous improvement, and I'm still working on that.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever talked to Coach Ronnie about hating overhead squats?
No, I haven't.
I think you and Coach Ronnie could have a battle between who hates overhead squats more.
Oh, does he? Like
he is, for as good as he is at everything, I know that he hates overhead squats.
That's why he's probably good at them, because he hated them so much, and then you get good at them. I think that's what you have to do, so maybe that's down the road I'll be good at it.
Yeah. So what is down the road for George? What's your next few months look like? What's your plan for what you're doing for yourself?
My plan is to keep fine-tuning and keep moving forward and continuously improve, and to lose more weight and to have more muscle mass eventually like we talked before, when I get down to maybe like 220 or 215, and then work on getting more muscle, try to build a little more muscle, do more, because I love weightlifting too.
Yeah,
stuff I love.
Of course. So we're looking to cut the fat off and then build the muscle
more
back up
and build my endurance and run and give these young guys kids out here a run for their money, and they're gonna say, "Holy man, this old guy that's 55 is smoking the doors off me."
My client,
yeah.
my client Dave saw you working your butt off earlier in the running workout today.
Oh, man.
And like, how old are you, George?
55.
Yeah. So I said.
And my foot hurts too, by the way, today.
Dave's about 10 years younger, and he was like, that guy's working his ass off. And I go, that's George. That's what he does. He's like in his 50s, and he's lost a lot of weight lately. He's working hard. So you impressed at least one person today.
Yeah. In January I weighed myself at my doctor's office. I was 272. Weighed myself, I think this morning it was like 243.
Hey.
So,
also 39 pounds.
So something like that. I just looking at the overall goal and get down to where I should be, where I have a good, healthy BMI. Like we get together once a month, and I go and get the in-body scan from PLN.
Great.
And it breaks down all the things we talked about, the body mass, the skeletal muscle mass, and that. And then so that once we want to try to keep that muscle mass the same, but then take off the body fat. My goal is to get. Also, the other goal is in the future, looking ahead, is to get within a healthy range with percentage body fat.
Of course, yeah, that's the ultimate thing. Weight is kind of not a great indicator. It can be an indicator of your health, but weight alone is not. That body fat percentage is really key. Especially, the older you get, the harder it is to keep that percentage healthy if you hadn't started there. So you're not necessarily I wouldn't even consider you really old. 55 is like the new 40.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of good vibrant years ahead of you. Hell, Keith's in his 60s and he's crushing it.
Yeah,
he just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, no matter what the workout is, he comes and does it.
He does a good job too.
Yeah, and he works hard. So
yeah,
I can't tell him that he's not living a better life now than he was 10 years ago. I think, but cool, George. What else? Anything else you want to add? Say to people? Anyone else in the gym?
No, I think everyone's doing a great job and getting after it. And everyone's great to be around. This is a great atmosphere. Everybody's friendly. Everyone's there to help you. There's no attitude like you go into a bro gym and people you're working out and all of a sudden look at somebody else is staring you down. You're like, whoa.
I'll be staring.
You wonder
down,
what.
Coach.
I'm like, whoa. So anyway, and here everyone's great. So, and it's a great time, especially doing that assault fitness bike. That's one thing I really love.
Oh yeah. You
Actually,
and
I do.
everyone
Says as
else.
he rolls his eyes.
Well, tomorrow you'll get to do a lot of
I
that
do
assault
love
bike.
the assault.
Yeah, are you
but-
coming tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here. Well, I have an assault fitness bike at home.
Oh, nice.
It's like
Okay.
new.
Is
It's
it for
it's like-
holding
it's
holding
like-
jackets and stuff?
It's got my elevation mask on there on the seat, and then it's a nice towel rack too, or put a coat on it.
I was gonna say,
You know.
dries your laundry.
Yeah.
Real good.
That does a really good job of that. Yeah, but I do use that once in a while. If you can't get in here and then hop on that.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are great, and it's like 100 calories. It's like
Yeah, it's full
Yeah.
body too. You know.
yeah, and I think there's a starting point, and I also look at myself and think, well, you know, starting all over again is hard, but to do nothing and sit in front of the TV is bad. It's worse than doing nothing or getting in here. At least this helps you. I think it's all part of an equation to better all health and nutrition, sleep, and physical activity. It's a part of the equation, part of being happy, and then I feel happier. And I can help people be happy in a positive attitude. When I go to work, people are out of shape like was out of shape. Heavy, eating bad diet. They're miserable. They don't want to be there. So I don't want to be like that. I want to try to be more upbeat, happier, and help people and give, this is what I was, and then be an example for someone. Hey, if you can do it, I can do it.
I think you're well on your way to doing that.
That's what
I totally agree.
It's not easy but you're on your way. If you don't give up on yourself, there's absolutely no reason I think you can.
Then you like Dave, and I don't want to put him on the spot here, but Dave, your first guy you trained there, he was saying yesterday how when he first started out, he couldn't do 5 calories on the assault fitness bike.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, well, see, at least you started something. Now look at you. Now I was watching him. Wow, that guy was like doing the one workout. He was doing the pull-ups or the muscle up. He's like just up there. His core strength is off the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like,
Yeah, Dave's come a long way.
Yeah.
He's putting a lot of work in.
So it's all hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And then keeping all those. Yeah.
Quote of the pod.
And,
Well, it's such a simple concept, right? I think that's true. Probably in every area. The things you work on, the things you get results from. The things you avoid are the things you always continue to struggle with.
Right. And
Do you have a most memorable moment here at the gym?
Well, this recent moment here is what happened with me with the COVID. I was trying to get back in before all the COVID started and had to switch jobs and couldn't get in here. I put some weight on, but then I put the rest of my weight on. Once the COVID broke in, then my mother passed, and then having a terrible mental attitude and being depressed. And then coming back here, everybody was positive and, encouraging, helped me get back focused. The coaches were there for me, and they weren't critical. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I could do so much more before. And now I'm like, man, I feel like a dish rag. I can't do anything. Like doing a muscle up was difficult. And now it's like muscle ups, I don't mind so much.
Muscle ups, you just...
I don't mind. Not muscle up. Not muscle ups. I'm sorry. There I go again. Burpees. I'm saying.
Oh, burpees.
I can't do a muscle up.
I was like,
oh.
I was
Anyway,
like, okay, well, maybe.
No, burpee.
Well, you do the jump to bar supports, which are still not easy, by the way. But cool.
But doing the burpee, I was having a difficult time with that at first, but now it's like they're a lot easier. I know they're a lot easier. I feel much better doing it.
Cool, yeah.
And that to rise together, to be better, to me, that's continuous improvement. And doing all those things that RISE, those letters stand for. Respect each other, respect the equipment, and respect the coach, having integrity, when nobody's watching, do the right thing, be self-accountable, and then I forgot the last one, but engagement, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, engagement sometimes the biggest one is just you have to do the work, you have to
Ownership.
show up, you have to
You're responsible for you and what?
plug into the program and then do the work. Yeah. Well, George, I mean, thanks for meeting with us. I mean, we don't have a lot today, unless you have anything else you want to chat about.
Not really.
No? You want to talk politics and religion?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't want to get.
Just thought I'd ask.
No.
Definitely getting
I'm
canceled.
Just here to, yeah, because right.
Well, George,
You have to be careful today because everyone doesn't. You're right. That word cancel.
Everyone's too sensitive.
yeah.
That's right.
Well, before we go down that rabbit hole, George, I just want to thank you for coming on our podcast and chatting with us, telling us about your experience. I am really happy on the most serious, deep down level that you've gotten the help you wanted from us. I do think, again, like I said before, you play a really good role, not only in your own fitness journey, but in other people's. Some of the workouts are very hard. Some of the things can be discouraging for people who aren't in good shape. And to have somebody like you come in with a positive attitude and just say, fuck it, coach, tell me what to do. I'm going to try my best. That's really important. And other people see you doing it. Sets a great example.
Yeah, it is really inspiring.
It's one thing where Kevin or somebody, they're busting out some really hard chat, or guys are doing some really hard workouts. They're pretty fit guys, but you could be a guy maybe 20 years younger than you, can't hold on with you, and that's either motivating or discouraging in itself. But I think you're setting the right example for anyone of any age, gender, fitness level.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I just want to again thank you for being that guy, and I look forward to seeing you complete your journey to, well, I don't know if we ever really complete the journey, right? Mm-hmm. Just pursue get to your goals, though. Be the fittest version of yourself you've ever been in maybe your life, and help you along the way.
Thanks. I appreciate that, and thanks for the time, and I'm hoping I can keep focused and keep moving forward.
I won't let you slip.
Good.
Snap.
None of us will.
Sure.
We're all here to keep each other accountable.
All right, George.
Awesome.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.